Let's grab our orange loop band. Again, that's your orange loop band, bringing it onto your wrists with the palms facing in, facing one another, taking the arms overhead, crossing your right leg behind your left, bending both knees. Notice that both feet are solidly planted on the ground. My knees are bent, my pelvis is neutral. I'm driving the hips forward. I inhale, and I exhale to side bend, no twisting, just bending. Head stays between the arms, focus of the eyes up is higher than eye level. Shoulders are plugged down. From here, you breathe in and you exhale as you side bend, pulling the shoulder blades together, plugging the shoulders down, lifting the chin up. Soften your gaze. Inhale, holding it here, and exhale. Each inhale is a chance to lengthen the pelvis towards the floor. Each exhale is a chance to lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Keep that going. Inhale, bracing your abs, and exhale. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and bringing it back up to center. Switching the cross of the legs, bending the knees, lowering the arms for a little break for those arms. Lifting them back up, side bending with our left leg behind to our right, with our knees bent and our pelvis driving forward, staying neutral. Pulling out on that band with the palms facing in, shoulders plugged down, chin up, gaze higher than eye level. Hear your breath. Inhale deeply into the rib cage, pulling the navel in towards the spine like you're putting on a tight pair of jeans. Lifting in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Fog a mirror every time you exhale. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, contract your abs by bracing and lifting up internally on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Fog that mirror. Inhale, pelvis grounds down as you come back up to center. Set that orange loop band to the side, coming over to the wall. Face the wall, hands chest height. Step your dominant leg back. Once it's back, your front knee's bent, soft bend in the back knee. Internally rotate the leg, so turn it in towards the center line of your body without locking the knee out, driving the pelvis forward. Where's your focus of your eyes? It must be up a little higher than eye level. We aggravate the back of our neck every time we drop our head down as we're working because it creates tension, puts too much pressure on the neck extensors. So if you have any chronic neck issues or feel your neck is tweaked from here, working out, it's often because you're looking down when you need your focus up as you're working. So use that breath, pelvis driving forward, plugging the shoulders down, gaze higher than eye level. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades, puff the back ribs towards my hands, engaging your upper back extensors. Inhale, bracing your abs, drive the pelvis forward as the heel drives down without locking out in the knee. And 1 more breath here, inhale. Bracing the abs, driving the heel down, keeping the focus up. Center your leg, so take it from inversion to parallel. Exhale, brace your abs. Inhale, step forward, switch sides, stepping the other leg back. Once it's back, you have a deep bend in the front knee. Your focus is up. Your torso is lifted, not pitching forward. You internally rotate that back leg, finding that internal rotation, lifting the lower abdominals in and up. Soften your gaze. Breathe here. Inhale, pelvis grounds down and pushes forward as the inner thighs pull back and the lower pelvic floor muscles, again, those are the muscles that stop your stream of pee, lift in and up. So you're actively pulling up on those. And you do that as you exhale. So your belly is actively pulled in, and then you're actively lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. This will contract the deepest layer of the core. 1 more breath here. Okay, let's grab our slider discs. Now these can be washcloths, rags, or the traditional slider discs that look like this. Washcloths and rags work fine if you have a slick surface, so no need to buy these discs. If you have some rags, you can use. So from here, the pads of the feet, which means your metatarsals and a little bit of the arch, will be on the discs as you're working, not the heels. So notice you don't need your whole foot on the on the slider discs. You just need the pads of the feet and a bit of the arch. Grab your orange loop band and bring it above the elbows, pulling out like so. We're going to stand on one side of our mat or of our room. Inhaling to prepare, exhaling, let our inner thighs pull us back into a sumo squat. We'll walk that sumo squat. 4, 3, 2, walking to the side. 1, inhale, prepare, exhale, torso twist, which means no lower body movement. Pelvis, legs are still. We twist from our rib cage. 2, 3, 4, I inhale, stand up, extending my arms without locking the elbows or knees out. I exhale, let my inner thighs pull me back into my sumo squat. And notice that when I'm in my sumo squat, I'm not pitching my torso forward. I walk for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, prepare, exhale, torso twist. 2, I'm still low in the legs. 3, 4, inhale, I stand up, not locking my knees or my elbows. Exhale, I sit back and I walk. 2, 3, 4, inhale, prepare. Exhale, I twist. 2, and I'm pulling out on that band around my upper arms, and then I stand. That's our first exercise. For our second exercise, you can set the orange loop band to the side, grab your gray loop band. That's your gray loop band in the YouniquelyFit kit. Bring it around your outer thighs. So this is going to create a lot of support as you're learning this exercise. And then grab your black Theraband. So once the gray loop band's around the thighs, grab your black Theraband, hold it like a jump rope, throwing the center of it around your shoulder blades. Once it's around your shoulder blades, you'll take it under the armpits, wrapping around the knuckles with the palms facing up. Takes a second. It's not important to me how you're really holding it as long as the palms are up and it's not bothering the hands the way you have it wrapped. Why this band is here is to help you find your back. So what I want you to think about is your back ribs pressing actively into the band behind your shoulder blades. And your front ribs are reaching for your back ribs so that they too can press like the back ribs are into that band. This is going to bring your posture nice and upright and help you recruit your back instead of the front of the shoulders and the chest where you're overactive. So from here, feet on the sliders, we'll inhale to prepare. 2 options. You can do leg reaches back, doing a quarter turn. So we start at 12 o'clock, we go to 3 o'clock with 8, 7. Keep the legs close. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the low impact version. So if you have knee or back issues, I would stick with this. If you have no knee or back issues, you can inhale, prepare, and you can do scissor legs. They'll look like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're turning from 12 to 3, from 3 to 12. That's all the turning movement there is. So you don't need to turn to 9 o'clock. Just keep turning to 3 and then back to 12. You'll hit both sides. While we're on at 12 o'clock and while we're at 3 o'clock, we'll add a stationary movement, 4 alternating reverse lunges. So you're going to take it back, exhale, inhale, in. Exhale, back, inhale, in. Exhale, back, inhale, in, and exhale, back, inhale, in. So low impact version, we'll do a full set together. We go 8, turning 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, for knee issues, you can stay with stationary leg reaches back instead of doing the reverse lunges. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't have any knee issues, you can do those full reverse lunges alternating 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll turn back doing our variation that if you have no knee or back issues, you'll be fine to do. Scissor legs, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into those 4 alternating reverse lunges. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got that. That's our second exercise in the transverse plane. Our final exercise, we'll lose all props. No props needed for this one. We'll be traveling forward and backwards. 8 cross punches. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 oblique crunches on the same side. 4 with the arms in cactus. 3, 2, 1. Feet back on the sliders. 8 cross punches with those side leg reaches traveling back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your oblique crunches at the bottom for 4 on the same side. 3 cactus arms. 2, 1. Let's repeat one more time for good measure. Traveling forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 4 oblique crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1. Point your toes on those and traveling back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 oblique crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab a sip of water. I'm just going to demo the frontal plane exercise before we begin at 100% effort. Orange loop band around the upper arms. Sumo squat. I inhale, prepare. Exhale, sit back. I walk for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, prepare, and I twist. 2, no movement in my lower body. 3, 4, inhale, stand up. Exhale, sit back and repeat. Let's get set up. Counting you in 5, 4, get the orange band on. 3, 2, and 100% effort. Sumo squats with torso twist for your TVA, your transverse abdominis, the deepest layer of your core. Watch out for the torso pitching forward. Where is your focus of your eyes? The eyes are super important for your neck safety, so keep the focus of the eyes up higher than eye level. Plug your shoulders down. Imagine my hands hovering right above your shoulder blades, and you're puffing the back ribs towards them, finding more back engagement than chest and shoulder, front of shoulders. So soften the sternum, breastbone, front ribs towards the back ribs. Puff the back ribs towards the imaginary hands on your shoulder blades. Use your exhales to travel to the side, to twist. Use your inhales to prepare, standing up, pausing before you begin the torso twist with the awareness of not moving the pelvis, isolating from the rib cage, embracing your abs. Counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute to recover. So if you're feeling any discomfort in the knees, you may not be engaging your abs. You may be rolling in or out on the feet. So just make sure there's equal pressure through all metatarsals as you're working. You can take a quad stretch now to stretch the top of the knee out. Any stretch that feels nice. Just don't sit down. Grab water if you need it. Or just stand still. Let that heart rate drop down. We're conditioning the heart. This is level 1. You're learning the exercises. There will be progressions as you move up the ranks. And those will also include your recovery times being cut down and shortening so that your heart is being conditioned more and more. You have 20 seconds before we begin our second set in the frontal plane. We're going to repeat this exercise. So make sure that you focus on the quality of the movement. I do want you to go at 100% effort, but that also means you have to check your form. Counting you in. Get that orange band on. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. 100% effort. Full minute in the frontal plane, final minute in the frontal plane. So I find that when I pause before I do my torso twist, I like to really inhale and feel my pelvis pulling to the floor to lengthen my side body, obliques, and QL. And then when I begin my twist, I feel more recruitment in the lower abs and the obliques. So that helps me a lot to really work the abdominal wall with that exercise. And then as I'm walking, I try to pull my inner thighs back so that the knees track safer as I'm walking in that sumo squat. You're doing great work. Use your breath. Keep your focus up higher than eye level. Only 20 seconds remaining. Less than that now. Shoulders are plugged down. Remember my hands hovering from your shoulder blades. Puff the back ribs towards them. Only 10 seconds. Push yourself. How hard can you go? Brace your abs. Use your abs to move through space. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take your 1 minute break. With 1 minute on the clock, I'd like you to take this break. Please do not do the exercise with me. I'm going to put on my gray loop band and grab my black Theraband and set up my serve the platter arms, throwing it over my shoulder blades, under the armpits, wrapping around the knuckles, palms up, guiding my front ribs, sternum towards the back ribs, pressing into this band. And I'm going to show you both variations. Here is the low impact variation. 8, turning 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for knee issues. In place, 4, 3, 2, 1. No knee issues. 4 alternating reverse lunges. And then the higher impact, that scissor legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 alternating lunges. 3, 2. Get set up. Make sure you're set up. And I'm going to count you in. And remember, it doesn't matter how you're holding that black band, just as long as the chest is lifted, palms are up. 5, 4, here we go. 3, 2, 100% effort. Give me all you got. Give me those scissor legs or those leg reaches to turn to 3 o'clock or to 12 o'clock. And then in place, either alternating leg reaches, thinking about the front ribs moving to the back ribs and the back ribs pressing into that band, really recruiting your upper back, learning to use it. Keep your focus up higher than eye level. What's happening with your eyes? Where are they looking? So important. Plug your shoulders down. Pull the belly in towards the spine like you're putting on a tight pair of jeans. You're halfway there. 30 seconds to go. How hard can you push yourself? If you're doing the reverse lunges and if you're doing the leg reaches, really press into the bones of your big toes. Again, we see supination, that's rolling out on the feet with sway back posture. So we want to work the medial, meaning middle, intrinsic muscles of your feet. So if you can push with the bone of your big toe, you're going to combat that tendency to supinate. Counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, take your break. 1 minute on the clock, a 1 minute break before we begin this next burst. So make sure you're breathing. Inhale. Grab some water. Just stand still, but please do not sit down. Now's the time to take any stretch that feels necessary to hydrate. Remember, 8 cups of water a day, 8 ounces a cup. Every cup of caffeine you have and alcohol, you need an additional cup of water. We got 20 seconds. I know this one takes a little longer to set up. So that gray loop band's on the thighs, above the knees. The black Theraband's around the shoulder blades, under the armpits, wrapped around the knuckles with the thumbs on the outside. Palms are up. Counting you in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Final set in the transverse plane. This is a hard exercise. The scissor legs are a real challenge to keep the slider discs. Don't get frustrated. Make sure your knees are soft. When you lock out in the knees or go into that bow-legged position and roll out on your feet, you're going to lose the discs. So if you can stay grounded, stay even in the pressure between the bone of the big toe and the outer, the baby toe, you'll keep the discs. And it's also about the breath. So I inhale, prepare. I exhale to do either the leg reaches or the scissor legs. And then I inhale, prepare before I begin my alternating reverse lunges. And there is the option to come up and down in those lunges or to stay low. Now, if you stay low and feel knee pain, I would advise coming up and down, but just don't lock the knees out if you're doing the reverse lunge variation, meaning don't stand up and straighten the legs so much that you go into bow-leggedness. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, take your break. While you're taking your break, I'm going to do the final exercise. No need to do it. This is your recovery time. So we do our cross punches, 8 of them, 8 alternating 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the oblique crunches just on one side, 4 of them, 4, 3 cactus arms, 2, 1. Feet back on the sliders, 8 cross punches traveling back. Let your head turn with you, side leg reaches with those. And then 4 oblique crunches on the other side. So this is our final exercise. We just have 2 more minutes of bursting and only 1 recovery between that left. You got 20 seconds. You should have all your props set to the side. No props for this one. You get to be free, just you and the slider discs. 10 seconds. Get yourself set up mentally to go 100%, counting you in. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. How hard can you go? And I love adding a little kickboxing or boxing component to it with the punches. So get out your aggression here. Keep your shoulders plugged down, though, as you do it and your abs braced. But, find your target and make sure you're using your abs and those legs are reaching too. And you're getting that nice twisting action to work your core. And then when you do your oblique crunches, make sure you're not pitching forward. You want to imagine my hands on your shoulder blades and puffing the back ribs towards them. So a little bit of an upper back arch. Your supporting knee should be soft. Your pelvis should be back slightly. Your low abs should be firm in towards the spine. Hang in there. Just 10 more seconds. Push yourself. See your target. Or focus on your breath. Think about the stress and anxiety you're releasing. Counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Final minute break before our final burst in the sagittal plane, traveling forward and back. You've done wonderful work. Now's the time to get water. Again, remember, if weight loss is a goal, always have water with you when you're eating. And my rule is I never take more than 10 bites of food without following it up with 10 sips of water. I know this seems a little OCD, but you're going to learn portion control. You'll eat less. You'll be hydrated, which will help you sleep better. It will help your skin and your hair and all of the things that we do care about to some extent, at least. So make sure you're breathing here and taking any stretch that feels necessary. We got 20 seconds. So prepare yourself for our final burst. I want you to get set up. Go ahead and get set up. And I'm going to count you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 100% effort. How hard can you go? How much can you push yourself? You've got this. Please give me all you got. So as you're doing those cross punches, keep your belly firm. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades on those oblique crunches. Arms in cactus, shoulders plugged down. Head centered between the arms. Focus always a little higher than eye level, even as you bend. Follow a wall and keep your eyes a little higher than eye level. Keep that neck safe. Chin lifted. I often see the chin dropping towards the chest, and that's when you can grab in the back of the neck, and that's no good. Soften the sternum in, breastbone, sternum, front ribs towards the back body. What's happening in your supporting knee when you do your oblique crunches? Can you keep it a little softer? Can you stick your tailbone back and brace your abs at the same time? So that it's like our cow pose when we arch our upper back and we tip our tailbone up to the ceiling. Counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job.